So without further ado, we're going to start with the photo medals. So these medals are handed out to those who are taking great propaganda photos, making great propaganda, all that fun stuff. If you hear your name, please come forward. I'm just going to announce all the tiers together. And just remember, medals are now based on tiers, so it's going to be bronze, silver, gold. So just keep that in mind as we go through with this. There's going to be no longer clasps. It's going to be like bronze, silver, gold. That way it looks cooler on the leaderboard. So could I please have, for this photo medal, Color Sergeant Ramage's Rampage, Private John Gould, Kingsman Captain Chip 501st, Regular Indy Bindi is cool, Ensign 7_A1N, Guardsman Imperialistic Dragon, Guardsman Wolf 1212Y1S, Ensign Preston, Color Sergeant Denji, Regimental Sergeant Major Craig Drips, Corporal Avalexian, Lance Sergeant Lopana 45667, Captain Ronald Clutter Buck, and Sergeant Major Red October 23rd. You all are receiving the bronze silver photo medal, and then receiving the silver, could I please have Lieutenant Galactic Phobit, Captain Lazy Jacob Vader, Sergeant That One, Crazy Irish Guy, and Sergeant Major Cavs 704. And I think that's everyone for the photo medals. By the way, in case I mispronounce your name, there will be a dispatch posted. It's already being worked on, so I promise it will be out on time. Please do not fret. Congratulations, gentlemen, on receiving the photo medal. You guys are the ones that keep our propaganda photos, that keep the Discord looking alive. So keep it up. Well done. Let's get a chant for them on 3, 2, 1. God save the king. And you guys are free to return to your line. Well done, well done, well done. Next up, we have the recruitment medal. So for those of you who are not aware, recruitment has changed slightly. Now it is handed out at the CO's discretion. It's no longer who can hit the most recruits. I understand that sometimes people just camp the join log, so this makes it a little bit more fair on you guys. So I'm going to go through it, bronze, silver, gold again. Receiving the bronze recruitment member, I have Private Gidge 10298, Corporal Broski D261, Corporal Bacon Guy, Lance Sergeant It's Denelson, Lance Corporal Captain Miller 2, Private Wuju Han, I think that is, sorry if I'm mispronouncing, Sergeant Major CTM Sausa, Sergeant Philip Timitio, Corporal Goba Killen, Lance Corporal Nautilmic, Corporal Foxer 6222, Lance Corporal Book ESR, Lance Corporal FAB Xbrick, Guardsman Nova GRW, Regimental Sergeant Major Tristan Finn, Fusilier Cody Ithan, Sergeant Shadow Von Surrey, Corporal HMX NMP, you know who you are, and Lance Sergeant Silent Psyche. You guys are receiving the bronze recruitment medal. For silver, I have Lance Sergeant Jovan, Sergeant Guardian Clarion, Sergeant Anderson Amelis, Sergeant Major XD Noob 363, and Lance Corporal Uncle Jimbo. And then receiving the gold is Lieutenant Hound Von Seri, Ensign, Captain Ronald Clutterbuck, and Ensign Mr. Dirks. We have all of them here. Oh yes, quite a lot of few people. Alright, gentlemen, congratulations. You guys are the reason our rallies are so high, why we see the 70th and the 50th, or sorry, not the 50th, the SAO with like over 50 people today, why 42nd can hit 2 lines, but 23rd is pushing 40 as well. So really, really well done, like across all of BA. Like, we're starting to see our regiments start to hit 2 lines everywhere, and that's a big goal of mine, is to start running those big, Fusilier lines, those specialist lines. So really, really well done. Congratulations. Let's get a chant for them on 3, 2, 1, hurrah for old Nosy. And you gentlemen are free to return your regiments. Outstanding work. Okay, next up we have the first of the pendants ever being awarded here in EU, at least. I know in Asia earlier. I'm sure a lot of you EU guys were there. I see a bunch of familiar faces from earlier today. But the pendants are being awarded. So first up we have the Army Merit Pendant. This is awarded for those who this is a precursor to the Medal of Virtues, for those who are doing great work administratively speaking, who are really stepping up here and there outside of just the regular regimental duties. These people are huge. They support the community. Without them, regiments really can't run. So I'm really excited to give this out. Today we just have the bronze pendant being awarded, but it looks like a lion. I'm trying to see if someone has it on the leaderboard, sorry. But it looks like a cool lion next to your name, so it's going to be a nice little bronze lion. It's really, really cool. So without further ado, those receiving the Army Merit Pendant, specifically for admin duties, receiving the bronze is Color Sergeant Rampage, Lance Sergeant Javong 0222, Sergeant Yingyi, Lieutenant Galactic Phobic, Ensign Gun Canada, Sergeant Major Brick, Captain H. Parso, Corporal Britannia Princess, Sergeant Major Gambero Frito, Sergeant Philip Timoteo, Sergeant Major CT Salsa, Sergeant Major Slicey Pro, Sergeant Major Girk S. Betts, Lieutenant Havan Suri, Sergeant Major Vince Eddie 1, Sergeant Major Fun Mr. B, Color Sergeant Captain Nice Gary, Sergeant Major I'm Potato 2, Sergeant Major Big Boy Trades, Ensign Factorsi, Sergeant Major Red October, Regimental Sergeant Major Artisco, Captain Philip Baseball, Sergeant Major Adbag 01, Captain Avelon, and Lance Sergeant Dav Block 7715. Sorry, I do have to speak a little fast, guys, just because, you know, time. I'm trying to get you guys to your battles on time. Again, if you don't hear your name or if I mispronounce it, it will be in the dispatch posted at the conclusion of this one. And I do believe we've officially hit 400, counting the 3 Asians that are in the fucking whatever you call it, the attackers team, and our visitors. Oh shoot, I can't swear, guys. I'm sorry. Family friendly. Can't swear. So congratulations on hitting 400 or 399. Somebody just left. Now we're back up to 400. Really, really well done.
Who fucking said this is family friendly? What?
My bad. Anyways, let's get a chant for these gentlemen on 3, 2, 1. God save the king. Keep up your great work administratively. The regiment's run on administrative duties and paperwork, and without you guys, people want to get their promotions and their medals. So really, really well done. And thank you so much for your work. You guys are free to return to your regiments. I'm trying to keep it friendly, family friendly. You know, I'm trying to keep it somewhat appropriate. Here, the people and visitors, go ahead and just go back to your companies. Let's move everyone over and just get a quick screenshot just to prove it. Anyways, next up, Army Conduct Medal of someone, one of my aide-de-camps. Many aide-de-camps could do that, thank you. Army Conduct Medal, this is given to those who demonstrate high character and community involvement. This is the precursor to the Medal of Virtue, my bad, not the other one. So these guys are the guys that are, you know, they might be lower in rank, but they're really starting to step up and become key figures in the community. So could I please get, receiving the bronze, Corporal Broski Kid, or Bros Kid 261, Private GIJS 10,298, Highlander Osaka Gamer, Lance Sergeant It's Denelson, Lance Sergeant Tank Tanner 43, Sergeant Divine Cubes, Sergeant Major Oleon, Corporal Justin Poopface 45, Guardsman STXRM 20H, Lance Corporal Book EESR, I lost my spot. Corporal Foxer 6222, Guardsman Zomtops, Corporal Zeto Gaming, Sergeant N _ Eraz, Sergeant Colt Fonsuri, Sergeant Major Shiny 2 Kale, Sergeant Major Red October 23rd, Sergeant Matt 1046. And receiving the silver version of this pendant, Sergeant Radio Flyer 2222, Lance Corporal Historical or Die, Sergeant Jerome Avant, and Color Sergeant Shield 4545. Congratulations, gentlemen. You guys are really, really starting to step up as key figures in your community. It's really, 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 really great to see. Hopefully you guys enjoy this pendant. This pendant, it looks like a nice little flower. It should be bronze or silver, and there's a gold version as well that you get probably by the next ceremony if you keep up the good work. So let's get a chant for these gentlemen on 3. In 3, 2, 1, God save the king. And you guys are free to return to work. Well done. Thank you. Okay. I need water, but I think I can get through this next one. Next up, we have the Army Support Pendant. So this one is, when I was thinking about, you know, during the medal reforms about trying to rework some of our medals, this one came up to mind is because there's a lot of people who do a lot sort of on the side during battle, but aren't really recognized for it. So this is for flag guarding, for chanting, for flag bearing, if you're a good flag bearer, like line exos, people who do this, step up during battles and support the CO. Because they can't do it all by themselves sometimes. So without further ado, the people receiving this will get the bronze version. We just had the bronze version to hand out today. It's like a little crown surrounded by a laurel. It looks pretty cool as well. I like that. I think that might be my favorite one. So without further ado, I said that already. Receiving bronze is I have Private Arctic Corps 7. I think that's how you say it. Lance Sergeant Landon D. Chump, Offensible JL5T with no spaces, Sergeant Yo Hamaz 9999, Corporal I Horan, Kingsman the Air Fanatic 10, Sergeant Major Union Conscript, Sergeant Major Probulus 101, Lance Sergeant Aria C, number spam, you know who you are, Sergeant Major Lone Wolf, Lance Corporal Troy Otter, Lance Corporal Double Compte 02, Color Sergeant Angel Los Mayas 08, Regimental Sergeant Major Tristan Finnell, Sergeant Shadow Von Suri, Sergeant JCS 10,000, 2000, whatever, number spam, you know who you are, Lance Sergeant Oblivivel, Sergeant Major Master Vader 607, Sergeant Major All Tall Maltall, Sergeant Major Flea number spam, you know who you are, Sergeant Major Unknown Warrior 144, Color Sergeant Lennox Very Epic, Sergeant Major Charlie Leckengard, Sergeant Major Random Not Soldier, Sergeant Major XD Noob 363, Sergeant Taz Blinks, Ensign Fizzy Mittens, Lance Corporal Caleb Sands 1, Corporal Norman Duduck, Corporal The Chicken Imperia, and Ensign Mr. Derps 314. Holy crap, that's a lot of names, guys. Congratulations, you gentlemen. You guys are really stepping up. You have potential as future line leaders. Stepping up as flag bearers, that really improves your situational awareness. People calling chants, people sort of making call-outs for the line during battle. You guys are really starting to show that initiative and that sense of just battlefield awareness. That's going to really set you up here in the future. And I'm excited to see you guys start leading here in the near future. So without further ado, let's get a chant for them on 3. 3, 2, 1, rule Britannia. And you gentlemen are free to return to your regiments. Absolutely outstanding work. All right, next up we have, we're moving on to the Army Combat Medal. For those of you who don't know, we reworked this medal slightly. Let me check time. I'm gonna go through this fast. There's a lot of Army Combat Medals that I have to announce, so if you don't know, there's like 5 or 6 tiers now. It's like bronze, bronze, silver, 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 gold, and gold. They look pretty cool. It's just really just adding on some extra stuff for all those fraggers out there to help keep getting the combat medal in our farm. So when I call your name, please come forward. I'm gonna announce all the tiers together. I'll let you know which one is which. It's a lot of names, so please bear with me. I think I might take a sip of water quickly. I think this might help.
Boys.
Okay, I'm gonna go through this. So receiving the bronze Army Combat Medal, I have Corporal Rose Kid 261, Private Mede Race with 1945 at the end. Lance Sergeant Tablet Kid, Private GIS 10,298. Highlander Ahsoka Gamer, Highlander M Makchakavev, Corporal Shodo Number Spam, Corporal Grim Vorpal, Corporal Nikolai. Why do your names have to be so hard to say, guys? Corporal Nicola Alberconi, Corporal Derek Water 800, Lance Corporal I8_8, Private Mika Number Spam, Corporal Boss Blocks 26, Lance Corporal Captain Miller 2, Private Gumux, Lance Corporal 121212 SD, the letter spam, Lance Corporal Regulus with a face on it, Sergeant Major Astaroth Invicta. Okay, Astaroth. Sergeant Astaroth Invicta, Sergeant Major Divine Mates, Color Sergeant Angelis Myas 08, Corporal Realistic Man 1, Guardsman Deerham Puiz, Corporal Zach Butt 5, Lance Corporal MKJHHH23R1, Guardsman Cat KHK, Guardsman IIUG, Guardsman IOWPSI, Lance Corporal Police is Gek, Lance Corporal Semi B Number Spam, where was I? Lance Sergeant Lord Cody Callinas, Corporal Oofy Doodledoo, Private 2 Tax Bacon, Corporal Ricky 901, whatever number spam, Highlander DG SD GS number spam, Lance Corporal Sean Piggy number spam, Private W 114783, Private Vlad 111. Highlander Rog Abi, Corporal Mordecai 89, Regular Extremis 7, Regular Ho 101, Regular Sword Trek, Sergeant Taz Blinks, Highlander, my name is A Big Noob, Lance Corporal Drago Hedge, Regular Aaron TXT, Fencible SFX Link 5, Fencible SMRTQ, whatever, Corporal AIB.
You guys can make another column.
Yeah, you can make another column. Fusilier Panzer 3A USFI, Lance Corporal Army Dude 992, Lance Sergeant Davblock 7715, Fusilier Danity GC, Private Cheeto 1Z. So those everyone receiving the bronze, receiving bronze silver. I have Lance Sergeant Dragon Man Play 1, Sergeant Guardian Clarion, Sergeant That One Crazy Irish Guy, Private John Ghoul, Corporal Like Men Haha, Sergeant Major Jaws McCaffrey, Sergeant Lance Sergeant Drago, Sergeant FedEx, Lance Corporal The Game Tie, Lance Corporal Simso, Lance Corporal Av Conco, Corporal Stupid Man 196, Sergeant Storms Tuna, Sergeant Major Planes 123, Corporal Cyclops 735. Receiving the silver, I have Corporal Roblox Master 31121, Sergeant Great Shark, and Sergeant Major Agbags. And receiving gold silver, I have Sergeant Connor M 570, Corporal Aaron, and Sergeant Major Combs Overwrecked. Okay, holy crap, guys. That is a ton of Army Combat Medals, and I love to see that you guys are all here. Really, really well done. You guys are the ones that are the reason we're beating opponents such as Bavaria and Hungary during our weekend events. Like, you guys have truly made BA competitive on this genre stage. And so it's so good to see you guys step up and continue fragging. Absolutely fantastic job. Keep it up, okay? The guard fight is soon. It's probably going to be after the genre break. So don't. I know the genre break is easy to lose track. We'll come back. We'll have a few weekday battles, but then we're going to try to go straight in and fight the guard. So just keep your skill up. Keep it going. I'm going to expect every single one of you to be at the guard fight. I need you at your best. Outstanding work. Thank you for making BA what it is today. Let's get a chant for these guys on 3, 2, 1. That's all. You guys are good to return to your lives. Well done. Well done. Okay, that took like 4 minutes to read out. That was. That actually was faster than I expected. Next up, we have the Army Gallantry Medal. This is a new medal that we've introduced. It's sort of like the Combat Medal, except it's more so to recognize the disciplined rankers, those who are like, again, stepping up as as like junior line leaders, stepping as flag bearers, flag guards. They're making really big plays and contributing to the army. Maybe not necessarily in terms of KDR, but just in terms of great flag saves and great callouts, stuff like that. So, could I please get receiving the bronze Army Gallantry Medal? I have Private Arctic Cork 7. Color Sergeant Rampage is Rampage, Sergeant That One Crazy Irish Guy, Sergeant Clup Pup, Sergeant Major VMKI, Color Sergeant Ray Von Suri, Sergeant Jeff, Sergeant Major Altal Maltal, Color Sergeant Lord Marcel, and Corporal Abe Vanderpool. I love the way, by the way, I love seeing like all these names pop up again. I love seeing that there's so many of you that keep showing up to BA ceremonies and to BA events. It's really, really good to see. So thank you guys for showing up. It's good to see you all. I love seeing the repeat names. Anyways, congratulations, gentlemen. Keep up the good work. Congratulations on getting this medal. It's one of the first times it's being handed out, so wear it proudly. It looks pretty fucking cool. Pretty freaking cool. Sorry. Family friendly-ish. I'm trying.
Let's be fucking family friendly.
So let's get a chant for these gentlemen on 3, 3, 2, 1, Rule Britannia. And you guys are good to return to your regiments. Okay, next up we have the regimental decorations. I'm going to do 2 to 3 regiments at once, just as a general oversight here. These regimental decorations are chosen by the regimental CO and the staff, and they're sort of handed out to those who are the key players in their regiment. They're the people that, if you think of like the 23rd, you'll automatically think of this person. So these are guys that are really, really stepping up in their regiments, making huge impacts on the community, and without them, they sort of lose that. So we're going to do... we'll do all the Scottish regiments together, so RSG 42nd and 70th. From RSG receiving the Grey's Honor, I have Lance Sergeant Tablet Kid, Lance Sergeant Jovong 0222, and Color Sergeant Rampage is Rampage. Go ahead and just leave your horses there. Receiving it from the 70th decoration. It's unknown at the moment. It will be added. I promise you it will be added. We are working on it. Sergeant Major Machi Horizon, Color Sergeant Denji Von Suri, Ensign Preston 28105, Sergeant Major Hannibal Barker 7, and Sergeant Major Plains 123. And then receiving the Scottish Pride from the 42nd, I have Lance Corporal Caleb Sands 1, Lance Corporal Megat Kake 42, and Highlander Ford GT40 Spitfire. Congratulations, gentlemen. You guys have really, really stepped up. I know the Scottish Brigade, it never happened, but I think I quite like just having you guys as your regiments. I quite like having Scottish representation across the whole of all the brigades, including Scots Guard. I know I didn't call you guys, but Scots Guards as well. So it's good having a little bit of Scottish everywhere. Congratulations. Let's get a chant for them on 3. If you're in a Scottish regiment, go ahead and give them one of the Scottish chants. Everyone else, let's give them God Save the King. 3, 2, 1, God Save the King. And you guys are free to return to your regiments. Outstanding job. Okay, next up, speaking of Household Guard, we'll go ahead and do them, along with the 23rd and Nassau. So from the Household Guard, receiving the Household Guard decoration, can I please have Corporal Pancake Man 6K, Lance Corporal Cross 255, Lance Corporal Sizemo, Lance Corporal Historical or Die, Sergeant Phil Timmy TO2, Sergeant Great Shark 7120, and Sergeant Astaroth and Victor. How is this guy? Okay. From the South, I have Lieutenant P. Train Kalenius and Color Sergeant Shield 4545 in front, receiving the Royal Welsh Award from the 23rd. I have Land Sergeant Davlock 7715 and Color Sergeant McDaniel 221. Okay, dude, I need to breathe. Congratulations, you guys are doing great. Again, it's really, really awesome to see that your COs can handpick you out and be like, this is the guy that represents our regiment. This is the guy that, that embodies what we want. So really keep it up, the great work. This is, receiving your regimental decorations, it's a pretty big deal. Even Rule has for the Royal Welsh one, Rule has that one. So there's a lot of heritage, a lot of history, and a lot of pride in it. Wear it well, wear it proudly. Let's get a chant for them on 3, 3, 2, 1, huzzah. And you guys are good to return to your lines. I think the final ones I have are the 88th and the 95th. I don't think I have...
Household.
I just announced Household. Was that on TeamSpeak? That might have been TeamSpeak. Okay. Okay, so from the 88th, receiving the Devil's Decoration, Lance Sergeant Dragon Man Pay 1, Corporal Nikolai Alberconi, and Sergeant Anderson Amelius. And then receiving the Chosen Few Decoration from the 95th, I have Lance Sergeant Sasha 36-0, Sergeant Lord Major Matez 4, you know who you are, Lance Sergeant Error Message 4404, that name, and Corporal Mizo Ehab 1995. So give them a sec to get up here. That's what I'm wondering, Astaroth. That's what I'm wondering. Anyways, congratulations, guys. Again, it's really good to see. I know 95th has taken huge strides recently, so has 88. Jeffrey's been gone, so it's good to see that he can sort of point out to you guys about these are the guys that are like holding the regiment together, the rankers that are keeping morale high. So keep up the great work, and yeah, let's get a chant for them on 3. 3, 2, 1 for King and Country. Congratulations, gents. You're free to return to your regiments. Again, it's good to see the same names popping up. I mean, yes, we want to spread the love, but it's good to see like names that I'm seeing again throughout multiple ceremonies that I'm seeing at battles. It's really good to see that you guys are showing up and showing out. Okay, I'm going to do a bunch of these together. These are the military orders. So when you are nominated, there is a reason as to why you were nominated. It's given. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go through all of those, but they will be in the dispatch, so you can see specifically why you were awarded these. But yeah, so we're going to start with the military cross, because I have the most military crosses, I think, ever for a ceremony. For this one. So can I please have Ensign Big Shockwave 99, Lieutenant P-Train Kalinius, Lieutenant Chicken Donkey Dog, and Ensign Mohammed von Grich. So this medal military cross is handed out to line leaders who are really starting to step up, really show out. I know P-Train has been leading a lot during NAs and has gotten really, really good, including field commanding and scheduling. Chicken Donkey Dog has really stepped up in 70th as well, and with Crassus, you know, starting to rally 2 lines. So for these gentlemen, congratulations. Keep up the great work. Big Shockwave, I know as well, has been doing great with cavalry, working with the Italians. Keep up the good work. Keep leading well. I know you guys are going to continue great. I'm excited to see you guys start to lead during main army lives. Let's get a chant for them on 3. 3, 2, 1, roll between. And you guys are good to return to me. I should have pre-gamed this.
Yeah,
I'm not forget.
I'm already 3 beers deep. Join me in the game.
Next up, we have the Order of Honor. So this is handed out for those who are exceptionally gifted with the administrative duties. They're sort of like carrying the regiment on their back and everything. So can I please have Ensign Gone Canada, Regimental Sergeant Major Tristan Finnell, Highlander Conditor 190, and Captain Avleon. Step forward. Yeah, I recognize all 4 of these names. I know you guys absolutely carrying in your respective regiments. Tristan with Household Guard, I see you everywhere. Avleon, you've been here forever. Gone Canada, you've been here forever, ever. And Conductor, you're a little bit new, but it's good to see sort of new people stepping up. So let's get a chant for these gentlemen on 3. 3, 2, 1, Bravo. Well done, and you good gentlemen will get the return to her. Thank you, and keep up the great work with administrative. There's a lot of positions open. We might need a few aide-de-camps here sooner or later, so it would be cool to see. Is that actually a rule? Anyways, and finally, I have the Distinguished Service Order. So this is given out really just for someone who does something great, who's been doing great stuff for a long time, has been unrecognized, etc., etc. So this is really just the culminating military order. And receiving those, all 3 of these individuals, I believe, are more than deserving. I have Captain Worddollars, Lieutenant Pekka Rockbuff, and Captain Conspiracy or Die. 2 of those are from 95th, I recognize, and then Conspiracy or Die is from Household Guard. Conspiracy has been carrying, I know he's been carrying a lot of scheduling on his back. He's been recognized in that regard. And then 95th, these 2 have been key to maintaining that 40-man rally, even with Icky and Mario sometimes being away. So congratulations, gentlemen. Keep up the great work. Your regiments are definitely indebted to you, and without you, they would not be rallying as well as they are today. Let's get a chant for them on 3. 3, 2, 1 for King and Country. And you guys are good to return to your regiments. Okay. That is all of the ranker medals for the time being. Again, I might have missed something. There is also the Order of Fidelity, which needs to be announced. That will just be announced at a different time. But that's about it. Oh, someone from Household Guard, quickly. I just got sent this Medal of Virtue to Lance Corporal Cross 255. He's an active social member of the Household Guard. Really good to see. Everybody knows him. I'm sorry that the document was sort of put together hastily here because we were waiting for some last-second submissions. But all in all, good job. Keep up the good work. Medal of Virtue is Rule's favorite, so we have a little in with Rule now. Let's get a chant for him on 3. And 3, 2, 1, huzzah! And you're good to return. And you got your own medal chant. All right. Moving on to promotions, and then we'll move on to senior officer medals, and hopefully I'll have you guys out of here by 45 and in time for your battles. So for promotions, those being promoted to ensigns, this is the first rank of the officer corps. You know, you guys are officially gentlemen by British standards. You're expected to learn. You're expected to start leading. Expected to start flag bearing more often. Expected to start taking up more in your regiments. But everyone who has been submitted for a promotion to ensign is more than deserving, based on what I have been told. So those being promoted to ensign, can I please have Vince ED1, Vortex X6, Hannibal Barca R7, Flea Number Spam, you know who you are, Unknown Warrior 144, Fidgigin from Household Guard, and Oscar 2019 Cats. All of these names, at least definitely most of them, I recognize. Some of them are new, but I've talked with your CEOs and they've had nothing but good things to say about you guys. So it's really, really good to see that you're stepping up and taking responsibility within your regiments. So let's get a chant for these gentlemen on 3, and 3, 2, 1, God save the king. Congratulations, enjoy wearing that officer uniform, it sure does look nice, and congratulations, gentlemen, and welcome to the officer corps. You guys are good to return to your regiments. Congratulations again, that's a big deal, coming in ensign. Next up, I have lieutenant promotions. Ensigns being promoted to lieutenant, you're now officially an officer. You're no longer the clueless little ensign running around who's making mistakes here and there. It's now expected that you know everything and that you're able to act when called upon without error or mistake. It's a big responsibility, but again, looking at these names, I have no doubt. Yeah, what's up? Oh yeah, the 42nd promotions got sent to me. Okay, I have Alexian and Big Boy. You guys are also being promoted to ensign. Sorry, the 42nd officer promotions were somewhat delayed, but I promise you that that, so congratulations. Next up to lieutenant, as I was saying, can I please have ensign maybe CJV step forward? Big Shockwave 99, Preston 28105, 7_1A A1N, Artist, Mr. Derbs, Real Command, Vectorsi, to step forward. You guys are all stepping up, whether as aide-de-camps, as regimental adjutants, or as featured line leaders and flag bearers. It's expected now, you've got a lot of responsibility. The rankers are going to look up to you, the ensigns are going to look up to you, but really, really well done. You guys are more than deserving of this promotion, so congratulations. Let's get a chant for them on 3. 3, 2, 1, God save the king. And you guys are good to return to 9. Sorry, boys. Okay, next up, those being promoted to captain. Can I please have Chicken Donkey Dog, Galactic Phobic, P-Train, Kalinius, and Droodle step forward? Captain, it's sort of like the culminating rank, right before you become a senior officer. Now you've been here a while, you're starting to become a mainline leader. At least all 3 of you are really, really big in terms of regimental administrative work. I know Galactic Phobic, a lot of that you also lead. So it's really, really good to see all 4 of you start to step up within your regiments. Keep it up. You're starting to get into that realm where you can be considered for XO and maybe a potential future CO, whether or not it's in a new regiment or within your current one. So really, really keep it up. It's good to see. I see a lot of potential in all of you. P-Train, don't get yourself blacklisted. Let's get a chant for them on 3. And 3, 2, 1, God save the king. And you guys are good to return to line. Congratulations. Enjoy the double shoulder boards. It looks fun. It looks fun. Yeah, P-Train, don't get yourself blacklisted. Next time, you're not going to get saved. You get one get out of jail free card. And that's it. Trust me. I'm tired of dealing with the mods. Okay, I'm going to try to go through this fast. Again, because I know you guys have battles. It's not just for ceremonies. Know that it's not personal and that I'm not trying to rush through it. If I had all the time to explain why everyone's getting a medal, I would, because I want to give recognition where recognition is due. Unfortunately, time constraints exist. So for the medal list, now we're moving on to your senior officers. So for your commanding officers, your executive officers, some of the brigade staff, going to try to go through this. First, we have promotions to major for some senior officers, for some senior captains that have been long overdue. Can I please have Crassus step forward, Conspiracy or Die step forward, Rubik's Phantom step forward, Kapowski step forward, Avleon step forward, and Patet is not here, but also Patet Prime, my most endearing aide-de-camp. Congratulations to all of you. Welcome to the senior officer corps. You get the gold name now, you get the cool uniform. It's super, super fun. You guys are gonna love it. You guys have been carrying your regiments. You've been doing a lot. Avleon, I know in 23rd you did a lot during the week. Crassus with 70th. I mean, just look at the fucking rally, freaking rally. It's really, really good to see. Rubik's SG. I mean, I've watched you grow as a line leader. I remember joining and working for you when you were like an NCO, and holy cow, you've just absolutely become a beast on the field. So really well done. Conspiracy or die. Fix your scheduling. Remember that 2 EME and 1 ER are 2 different things. Otherwise, really well done, Kapowski. Keep it up with our RSG. It's good to see Cav continue to do great. So let's get a chant for these gentlemen on 3, 3, 2, 1. God save the king. You guys are pretty retarded. I'm trying not to call people out, but it's just I see the name and I gotta say something. Next up, could I please get how do I want to do this? I'll do the exos together. Could I get James Von Suri to step up, please? Hound Von Suri to step up, and you know what? Screw it. We'll have Bucket come forward as well, and then Dragon Hunter as well. I didn't organize my sheet very well, guys. Lots of Suris stepping up. Okay, so all of you are receiving the Medal of Virtue. Bucket, this is the final military order. You've collected them all. Congratulations. You and I also have the Grand Military Order. So huge for you. You have all the Infinity Stones. But for everyone else that you're receiving the Medal of Virtue, you guys are, officers, yes, but your regiments, they look up to you, and I can tell that the community is very much centered around you. Keep up the great work. It's really good to see you guys stepping up and showing out. Let's get a chant for them on 3, 3, 2, 1. God save the king. And you guys are good to return to line. Congratulations, Bucket, on the Grand Military Order. You now get another medal to put on your chest. You get to look all cool. Get that Lego LARP. If only you responded to my DMs in a timely manner. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Next up, I have... Sorry, I'm just looking at the list. It's a very long list. Oh, sorry. Hound Von Siri, you were receiving the Order of Honor, not the Medal of Virtue. My bad. For your work in ETD. That's my bad. I misread. I'm dyslexic. I'm not, but I swear. Okay, next up, could I please have... I screwed up big time. Could I get Winter to step up? Winter Devs, and could I get Crassus back up here as well?
Can you look at your DMs?
Oh, I gotta look at that.
Make sure you don't forget.
Yes, I know. Okay. Congratulations, Winter Devs. First of all, we are confirming you as the official commanding officer of 42nd. Long overdue. And with that, I'm also awarding you the Distinguished Service Order. You have been huge recently with some of the huge competitive wins we've had against Hungary, the 7-ticket victory we had against the Bavarian Merc Stack, Death Stack, against Guard, against Young Guard, all of that. You've really turned 42nd into a solid and competent line and brought it back from where it used to be under Sam and James. So well done. Congratulations on the DSO. Crassus, you're receiving the Medal of Virtue. Again, with 3 building 70th, you've become a key part of the community, and I can't see 70th without you being there. So well done. Congratulations. Let's get a chant for them on 3, 3, 2, 1. That's it. You guys are good to return to the line.
Everybody in 42nd and 23rd, please aim their musket at me, please, and thank you. Everybody that's in 23rd and 42nd, please aim their musket at me. Please.
Oh gosh.
On 3, you will kill me. 1, 2, 3.
Got the kill.
Okay, get back in line, That was fun. Next up, could I please get Icky, Dragonfly, and Rhetorican, and Ghost. All 3 of you. Okay, so for Ghost Invicta, you have been here for a very long time. I think you were here when Portugal originally merged in. You've been here a while, you've been a major for a while. It's about time you become a lieutenant colonel. So congratulations on becoming a lieutenant colonel. I'm doing all 3 together because technically in the military you can call them all colonel, whatever. But he's technically lieutenant colonel. So congratulations, Ghost, long overdue. And then for Rhetorican and Icky Dragonfly, Icky, you, ever since taking over the 95th, you've been nothing but a pleasure to work with. You've continued to sustain 95th's rally, you've worked really hard, and I see the goal and motivation. So for that, you're being promoted to colonel, and then for Rhetorican, Household Guard's success is largely has been built off your back, and you've continued to just surpass all expectations. You've turned CSG into a line that can take on Alte and beat Alte, so really, really well done. You're also being promoted to colonel. So congratulations. Next step, it's the big general staff ranks, maybe some cool, orders, some sashes, add to your sashes, or add a sash for that matter. So congratulations, gentlemen. Let's get a chant for them on 3, 3, 2, 1. And you guys are good to return to line. I think going down everything. Oh, my bad. I forgot. How could I forget? Northern, not Northern. Northern. Please step forward. You will be receiving the Military Cross. You still have some mistakes here and there, but all in and by large, you've led 23rd competently and for the most part, pretty well done. in all the big battles we've had recently. I know sometimes it's not your fault, other times we just get frustrated, but overall you've really shown improvement as a leader, so you're getting the military cross. Definitely long overdue. Keep it up, keep leading 23rd to greatness. Let's get a champ for them on 3, 2, 1, Rule Britannia. Gotta preserve that 23rd. Okay, you're good to return to me. Okay, I have 7 minutes left. I don't think Rule is gonna say anything, so I'll take stuff off. Alright. Next up, I have the... Alright, which one I want to do first? We're gonna do promotions first for the General Staff and Army Board. Can I please have Lobaka step forward? From 3rd Brigade, he has definitely stepped up with field command, but also just being involved in the brigade. He cares a lot about you guys. I know his debriefs can be long sometimes, but he really does care about you. That's why he's been so long. That's why he makes Steiner's plan and everything, whatever. I see all the memes about him, his little Google slides, but he really does care about you all quite a lot. And so it's really good to see. And for that, he's receiving the Medal of Virtue, as well as being promoted to Lieutenant Colonel for his longevity here in BA. Congratulations, Lobaka. Let's get a champ for him on 3, 2, 1. God save the king.
Thank you. Steiner's by the way.
Steiner's fine club champ, bro.
Steiner's work. There was the Portuguese who sold that battle.
Okay. Moving on, could I please have Space, Draconis, and Aphacy step forward? It is time, my friends, to expand the General Staff. Space, for all your work with setting up the 1st Brigade Discord, for taking on the role of Chief of Staff. Like, it would not have been possible to be done in the amount of time that we got it done with without you. And Aphacy, I know sometimes you make the COs mad, but all in and by large, you've really stepped up, not only with development, but as a field commander, and you've proven that you're capable of independent command. And so both of you, welcome to the big ranks of Brigadier General. Congratulations, gentlemen. Definitely well deserved. Let's get a champion. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. You guys are good to return to the stage. We'll get you your cool golden lined uniforms here pretty soon. Next up, could I please have Jeffrey and Harry step forward? I don't know if Harry is here. Perfect. Harry, as is fitting, at least today, it seems like the commander of the Household Guard is usually a Major General, so it is only fitting as such that you take this rank, having been in BA for as long as you have, and just supervising everything that's happening within Household Guard. Your contributions are undebated or undeniable, and this is definitely well deserved. Jeffrey, we got to get you out of 88th, man, but you've really stepped up as a brigade commander and as the division executive, helping to manage things while I was gone. And so again, Brigadier General seems too low of a rank for someone of your stature. So congratulations to the two of you on being promoted to Major General. Let's get a champ for 3, 2, 1. God save the king. You guys get to add that extra stripe. Congratulations, you get to return to ranks. Okay, 4 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm distracting time. I don't want you guys to whatever. Next up, okay. First off, I have progress medals. These are awarded by the Board of Ordnance and Development Team for those developing uniforms. So just to quickly recap on some of it, Cole is receiving the gold progress medal, Patet is receiving bronze, Fijigan is receiving bronze, and Katusha Mayaka Ruliev is receiving the silver. So congratulations to them. And then final thing, could I please have Mario step forward, Whipgear step forward, and Patet, even though he is not here, step forward. Mario's here too, perfect. As you guys know, as of recently, we have expanded the Member of the British Empire, or Order of the British Empire, into 3 different classes, and now it starts with Member of the British Empire. So this is just a medal that they'll get on their chest. It does not come with the Sir title yet. That becomes at night, but it gets them started on working up towards that and towards the cool sash. So for Whipgear, Patet, and Mario, all 3 of them have been here longer than I can imagine. Whipgear was huge in setting up the 2nd Division Discord server. Patet has been a huge help as an aide-de-camp and scheduling everything. He's also has every freaking medal in existence. And then for Mario, I know sometimes he can be very, very emotional and very, well, how do I say it? He's very passionate. He's very passionate during battles. But it's that passion that honestly makes him so fun to work with. He's the 95th legacy. I mean, yes, it's been passed on to Icky, but Mario carried it on originally from Arctic. And so all 3 of them will be receiving Member of the British Empire on behalf of Rule C. Congratulations. Let's get a chant for them on 3, 2, 1, hurrah for Nosy. You guys are good to return the ranks. I think that is all the medals. I think So congratulations, everyone. If you didn't receive a medal, don't worry, you're gonna get one soon. We're gonna have battles here that you'll be able to earn medals, and I am thinking about moving to monthly ceremonies, and it'll just be like brigade monthly ceremonies, and then bi-monthly like whatever you call it, big division ceremonies. So we're gonna look into that. I know you guys want. That's been asked of me a few times by quite a few COs, so we're gonna look into that. Other than that, really well done, guys. It's been a great summer. Rallied 400 here today, rallied 400 in Asia. That's 800 overall across BA, both time zones. And then a big thing is obviously, the new medals, the new Discord servers, and then beating Hungary, beating the French spec stacks and everything. You guys have become a competitive force, and so we've accomplished what we've wanted to accomplish this summer. So really well done. Guard fight soon, I promise. Oh yes, Mahoney is retiring. Unfortunately, he's leaving NA. He's a traitor, and we will execute him at the game.
Wow! Whoa!
So, just a reminder, you're not allowed to resign. You're not allowed to resign in BA.
What the fuck? That's
Bro, his raise is on map.
Anyways, I'm gonna hand it off to Mr. Jeffrey for 3rd Brigade's battle. 1st Brigade,
Alright.
I'm gonna try to get us a needle gun event if we can find a way to set it up somehow.
Oh god.
I might need Rule to do that. Otherwise,
Anyway.
you guys are good to go. Regiment
Yeah,
of
for
Brigades,
3rd Brigade,
over.
CO's
Don't leave the
moving
game.
line.
Don't leave the game. We will move the companies. We will move the
Yeah.
companies. Don't leave the game.
Yes, yes.
Everyone in 70th, go back to 70th master, please.
Yeah, go back to
Third
PC,
Brigade,
3rd
COs.
Brigade.
3rd Brigade COs know where they're
Come back
going,
to
okay?
Please. KJ, would you be so kind as to give me MC as a retirement fund? Trust, babe, trust fund.
88th, go back to 88 mustard.
What do you idea? There's no ASM is a discussion I need to have with a few other things.
KJ,
It's coming.
42nd, head back down to the 42nd stage.
friend. KJ, can I have my MC, please? KJ, that's all I ask.
I thought you had it.
No, I never had it.
Oh, if only you didn't resign.
Hey, 42nd people, get to 42nd
Oh.
stage!
Yes, I've collected them all now.
Those of you that are listening.
42nd to 42nd muster, by the way.
I did. Yeah, finally, I can retire in peace. Woo. That's all I needed.
I gotta figure out how we're doing this. Needle. Did 95th dismiss? Oh no, there's.
Oh, they're still here. They're still here.
All right, Mr. We'll see. How are we going to do this? Let's see.
So, am I venerably discharged or am I honorably discharged?
Venerably.
So I keep my rank.
Theoretically, yes. I don't know how we're supposed to set up the needle
Sal
gun
back
event.
to Nassau
Since
muster.
Cole's
Sal.
PC is dying, so we might actually be cooked here.
Still ping. I can still ping in the social shouts. Yes. That's not like it.
Set it up.
I didn't even get to do a speech. That's fuck.
Sorry, we're just running out of time. Like the ceremony goes. I think that I can get through it in time every time, and then it's like there's not enough time left.
You should honestly start this like 30 minutes before we even have like a 2 to do it. You know?
Yeah, but okay. How do I start a needle gun event? How do I do this?
I think you. I don't know. It's been a while since I've started one. Oh, that means I still keep the Colonel on staff uniform too. Then. Ah, sweet.
Should have retired earlier, bro. Get to keep all this stuff. Crazy.
Look, man, I set up NA and now it's in a good. I can actually leave and focus on my job because I know I was going to get arrested if I stayed in this group.
141 from 1st Brigade. That's actually nice. Good to see.
Deadass was going to get arrested if I said shit about what I worked on. So,
Hell.
well, in my humble defense, it's the
We're trying to set it up right now. It's gonna take a moment because
I would
Cole
team
isn't
speak,
here, so I'm coordinating it through a third party.
And who's this third party?
You're in Windsor. Just make it like a capture the flag. Ooh, that would be
Honestly-
interesting.
Good work.
Could let me ask this guy if I can figure it out too. Made it like capture the flag, put a flag on either side. They have to like get it. And
But who would be the flag?
Well, we would just add 2 extra flags. Like first and the other side. The thing is, we've got 3 regiments here. Wait. Yeah, no, we've got 3 regiments.
Yeah, I mean, we rallied like what? How many for first brigade?
140.
Yeah, there's 70 on each side, and then they just go out. Get flagged. I see no issues with that.
Okay, yeah, I don't think we're going to do it because Cole's PC. We can do like our little rifle. We can do a little rifle like, capture the flag too. So everyone can be rifle companies.
This PC.
So I can finally add GMO and MC to me.
Okay, so since the needle gun thing won't work, since Cole's not here, we can set up like a little. Oh, we can do a capture. Yeah, we might do it in Windsor. So Cole's piece Wi-Fi and outside. We could do it here in Windsor. So we can either do an internal, or we could do like a capture the flag here on the 2nd flag. Yeah. Yeah, you can just miss your ring. The first brigade can have some upside.
Like 100.
3, I think. 3.
Maybe we could actually do like a holding out.
Some black powder's only 20 people, man.
Fuck. What about Beer 5? How many is the Beer 5?
I could pay for it if you want me to.
Can I go home?
Yeah, you can leave if you want. You can leave or no again anyway.
Oh my god.
I said something got us, bro.
I ran away. Do we wanna do like
Yahoo!
run an iron? Run an iron? For real? We could split and do like 2v2. What do you think?
Oh, we spawned the freaking wall. October week.
So what do you do, lads? What do you guys wanna do?
Oh.
Go up here,
Let's
okay.
go to the right, go to the right, go to the right.
Go right, actually, go right. Okay, what can we do? Any suggestions? Well, there's no battle, by the way. There's no battle. If you want to leave,
Why is there no battle?
because
They
against
didn't schedule it.
Yeah, they didn't scale it. So yeah.
Why can't we just do a first brigade internal? 2v2,
No, because
2-1.
They don't want to.
Okay.
Okay, so you can leave if you want. If you wanna stay, what could we play? That's the thing. Let me check the Brilliant 5 server. How much it takes?
You follow flag is 24 people.
Military order.
But for the flag is dead.
What?
Yeah, but the private server is 24 people.
I got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
GMO finally.
The Brilliant 5? We could use Brilliant 5.
Sure.
I need to add Vanderbilt.
Okay, let's play Brilliant 5 back.
Let's just hope it's not like last time.
Okay, let's organize.
If you,
Let's organize.
if you want to battle, there's